Beautiful, cold, crisp March morning here in Cass City. Hope you're off to a great start today. Whenever it is that you're watching this video, we are going on a treasure hunt together this month. And so we are in Proverbs chapter 3 today. What we're inviting you to do is spend a few moments, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes a day, just kind of letting God's treasure, his gift of wisdom, his incredible book of knowledge, just kind of encourage you and strengthen you. And so we're taking one day each month, or one day each. One day in the month of March, so every day in the month of March. That's what I should have said. Maybe it's too early. Maybe I should have waited to do this. So every day in the month of March, we are taking a chapter out of the book of Proverbs. 31 days in March, 31 chapters in Proverbs, and we're just trying to see what God can teach us on it. Today we are in Proverbs 3, and really going to focus on probably the most well-known verse in all of Proverbs. Two verses. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, where the Bible says this: trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. That verse has been seen on countless walls, many pictures. It's a verse that gets highlighted. It's a life verse for some. I know that when I shared that on Sunday as a part of the message, that someone had said, they'd just been given that verse by a friend that was going to encourage them and keep them through the challenge that they had coming. But what does it mean to trust the Lord with all your heart? What does it mean to really let him lead, to let him have control? I think for some of us, we believe in a God, and not that it's even not the God of the Bible, but we're like, well, yeah, he lives. But trust is a lot different than just believing in something. I believe that there's a country of Australia, but I don't trust in the country of Australia. I believe that this chair, is a chair, but I don't place my life's trust in it. Now, I hope it holds me up, but I'm not extending all my heart to this chair. I'm just simply using the chair for what it is. And sometimes I think we do kind of those similar things with God. We believe in God like, well, he's there, but we don't really trust him with our life. Or we use God a little for some things that we want. We say some prayers of requests and hoping for some things, but we don't place a trust in him. We don't really surrender our will. We don't submit our lives. And in the book of Proverbs really is this challenge of going, listen, there are a couple of paths you can take. You can try it on your own. You can go and pursue. You can work and strive, and you're still going to come up short. Or you can trust in the Lord with all of your heart. You can let him lead and guide. You can fully submit and follow, and he's going to bless you. And I guess my challenge this morning as we start off this month is really examining, am I believing in God or am I trusting in God? And again, I'm not trying to say that belief isn't important, but belief without trust is really just kind of, it's head knowledge, right? It's just there's a God, there's an Australia, there's some chairs, but trust demonstrates our belief when we say, no, like, I'm going to do what his word says. Proverbs 3 goes on to talk about some of those things. It says, don't be wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and shun evil. This brings health to your body and nourishment to your bones. It says to honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with wine. It starts to lay out some of these issues of trust, of going, boy, it's not going to be in my ability that I'm going to find success. It's in my submission to Christ and my submission to the Lord that he's going to honor me. It's in the giving God the first of our blessings, right? Honor the Lord with your wealth. Well, that means that we take a portion, the first portion, the best portion, and we say, God, you get that. You get that. And I guess I put it this way. A little with the Lord is a whole lot more than a lot without the Lord. And I've found that true in my life. I know many others have as well. But that gets down to this issue of trusting the Lord with all of our heart, of really submitting, of trusting in him. And there's a promise that comes along with this in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And that's where I want to just wrap up this morning, or wrap up with this thought is, the familiar phrase, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. It says, in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. And I know maybe sometimes we get frustrated because it doesn't feel like our paths are straight. I think sometimes we want God to give us the answer. What job should I take? What school should I attend? What person should I marry? Where should I live? And I saw something this week that really spoke to me about this verse or this passage. And it said, listen, God doesn't come and just say, this is the job you should take. but he does teach us in his word that we should always work hard at what we do. The Bible is pretty clear that God's not going to tell you exactly what house you should buy, but the Bible does instruct us that we should be the best neighbor that we can be. The Bible's not going to point us to this is the exact person you should marry, right? But it might teach us what we're supposed to look for in a spouse or in our relationships. It doesn't. God doesn't act often in the way of going like, oh, this is the thing to do. Instead, his word teaches us when we trust in him, when we lean out on our own understanding, it teaches us what is honoring of God, what is good to God, and then we pursue those things, those areas, those lives, and we look back and we're like, oh, he made our paths straight. He didn't say this, this, and this. Instead, he taught us and showed us what was good to him and what was a blessing to us. And then we look back and we say, oh, he made our path straight. So this morning, I just encourage you, every day we get that choice. Are we going to lean on our own, or are we going to trust in the Lord? Are we going to just believe in God and kind of figure things out on our own, or are we truly going to trust in the Lord and then let him lead? Wishing you nothing but the best. Check out the rest of Proverbs 3 and all the good teachings in the Bible. This is a treasure hunt for wisdom, and I believe if we keep seeking, we will find, and God will be more than happy to give us his blessings. Hope you have a super awesome, amazing day. Love y'all. Peace out.